All right, what is going on, guys? Caleb here, and in today's video, you guys are in for a treat. You guys can see right here, I am breaking down everything that you guys need to be able to book more meetings for your agency and be able to add on anywhere from 20,000 to 50,000 in recurring revenue on a monthly basis without having to spend money on ads, without having to hire 10 VAs, without having to have even your first client. And you can see right here, I made a tweet about this. Pat signed on a 2K client. Elias signed on a $1,500 client, all from this strategy. And we're going to break down a step-by-step how they did it. And you guys can see right here in our Discord channel live, our VAs, the appointment setters that we installed the system for with the agencies, they're booking anywhere from 3 to 5 meetings every single day. Okay, so this is the exact process. And if you guys want to add an extra 100 calls a month without having to spend money on ads, this is the exact steps that we take. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive straight into it. At the very top here, obviously you have your business. Oh, we don't have free shapes. You have your business, and ideally you have an agency or service-based business, and you're targeting B2B businesses, right? And so our goal with every one of our clients is to book 100 calls a month. What we found is that if you can book 100 calls a month, let's say that you are able to close 15%. This is on the low end. That's 15 new clients. If you have a lifetime value, which means that the amount of money that a client pays you on average across their life cycle with you is $5,000 at bare minimum. That's $75,000 in new revenue generated every single month. And so if you can stack those up month after month, that's where you're going to really reach the 7-figure mark and be able to rake in some cash. But let's say, for example, let's say you close 15, you cash collect. Let's say you cash collect 50% of that, right? On average, let's say you cash collect 2,500. That's 37 grand in new cash that you generate every single month in cash collected from just Outbound. And this is why this is so important. Okay, so if you guys want to add on an extra $20,000 to $50,000 a month, this is the exact process. I want you guys to listen closely. Okay, so these are the average metrics that we're seeing across the board, across all data, across all clients. And what we're really doing is we're shooting for 100,000 outreach points per month. Now, this might sound crazy. You might be asking yourself, how am I supposed to do 100,000 outreach points a month? It's actually fairly simple. And half, if not a little bit more than half, is going to be through email, which you can scale and it's fully automated, right? So let's say out of 100,000 outreach points a month, you book 50 to 200 calls. All right, this is the average. I know this is a big range, but this on average, if you're able to change the inputs, which I covered in the last video, which is just do it as much input as possible. 100,000 per month outreach, non-negotiable, right? Then from there, you'll break it down to 50 to 200 calls booked every single month. And then out of that, whatever your closing percentage is, let's say it's 10 to 20%, you're going to get 20 to 50 deals per month. Okay. So let's go ahead and break down the process here. All right. So that's a high level overview. You have a B2B business, you have an agency. The very first things that we do for our clients is you want to go ahead and craft a really good offer. We have lots of videos on how to create a really good offer, but you want something that's low risk, something that guarantees something that they want, the dream outcome. In our niche, in our agency, we know that working with agencies, you guys want appointments. And I can tell you guys a lot of businesses, they just need more appointments and more cash collected. And so you want to speak to that dream outcome and craft a script, an outbound script that's going to relate back to the offer that they want. And with the outbound script, it's very, very important that when you guys are crafting outbound scripts, do not make it so long. The number one mistake I see a lot of you guys make with outbound scripts is that it's this long paragraph. And you have to understand, guys, they are not going to listen to or read this entire paragraph. First off, they don't know you. And so you need to just keep it short, keep it punctual. Just think of it as like a tagline, it's like your punchline. You want to be in and out very quick, and you want to build interest. Okay, and so this is the feedback cycle. We always want to see if the offer is the foundation for everything. Okay, and so when we test out the outbound scripts and go volume, we're able to test out the script and actually go through it way quicker than most people using outbound, and we don't spend any money on this. And that's how we validate the offer. And if the offer isn't validated, which we can tell by the metrics that we're hitting, if it falls out of KPI, we'll go ahead and change the script, then run it through, validate the offer, and keep tweaking it until it hits the KPIs, and then we scale. So right now we have 3 methods of doing this. We have outbound Facebook DMs, we have cold emails, and we have SMS blasts plus cold calls. All right. And the softwares that you guys need to be able to run this entire ship, to be able to add anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000 per month and have 100 calls booked on your calendar with $0 in ad spend is a whopping $200 a month. All you need is Instantly. This is the cold email software to send automated. This is by far the best software that you guys can use right now if you're looking to book more meetings for your agency. Then you have High Level. That's what we do to organize all the leads, have all the automations in place, the calendar. This takes care of a lot of different softwares. And then you just need G Suite, right, for the email accounts. And you're off, you're running. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down all three of these outbound methods and channels. So outbound Facebook DMs. Okay, so we hire $3 VAs. Okay, right now there is a software called Leadbook, and so you want to go ahead and search Leadbook. Great guy, but the only problem with these Facebook outreach softwares that are automated is that you need to be in a group. The accounts have to be in a group, and they can only do messages within the group. And so you can't have, let's say, a list of Facebook profiles just like this and have your VA go through. They have to have accounts in all of these groups. And the problem with that is that if you have 5 VAs, all 5 VAs need at least 4 accounts to be able to do enough volume. And so that means you need to have 20 accounts in all of the groups that you want to do outreach in. So it takes time, right? That takes time with the automation, and also a little bit harder to scale, but we're working on that. But right now, you guys can hire a $3 an hour VA, okay? Hire that person. That person's going to do 100 to 150 DMs a day. Okay, this is bare minimum. All of our VAs do 100 DMs a day. And so that is 100 new DMs, just to be very, very clear. It's 100 new DMs. That's bare minimum for a VA in a day. And they can probably do that in about 5 to 7 hours. Okay, so no longer than 7 hours. Keep them under that time frame so that they're efficient. On top of that, they're doing 100 follow-ups. So if you guys want to break it down, every account should be able to do 30 to 40 new messages. Every account should be able to do 30 to 40 follow-ups per day. So you're looking at total anywhere from 60 to 80 messages in total, including new messages and follow-ups. But if you want to break it down, it's one account can do 30 to 40 new messages as well as 30 to 40 follow-ups. And follow-ups are basically messages that are going out to people that have responded positive, people that haven't responded, right? The people that you've already contacted, and you're just going out and squeezing the juice out of those leads. Okay, these are the KPI goals that I'll give you guys right here that you can base off of. Again, this is highly dependent on a lot of things, your offer, your niche, but this is just a good metric to go by. Okay, so what you want to shoot for KPI goals. This is for Facebook DMs, 10 to 15% positive, 10 to 15% reply rate. So this could be negative or positive. What we're looking for here is, are we landing in the inbox? Are people seeing our messages, right? Because they can only reply if they saw our message, right? So that's the very first thing that we're looking for in this metric. Once we know that we're landing in the inbox, people are seeing our messages, people are replying back. Now we want to look for a 50% positive response rate. Okay, so out of the 10 to 15% reply rate, you want to make sure that at least half of those people that are responding are positive. All right, it's a kill, it's a mood killer when you're getting like 80% negative response rate. All right, there's probably something wrong with the script. And again, that goes back into the offer validation, right? You want to look at your offer and you want to just start to change it if the KPIs are not hitting, right? So if you're getting a low positive response rate, you want to go ahead and craft a new offer, craft a new script, and then validate the offer. And you want to go ahead and keep doing this. This is a cycle that will never stop. And this is the foundation of Outbound. This is why Outbound works so well, is because as long as you are making it better and you're getting feedback, you're making changes and you're testing, it's like this science experiment that never stops. And at some point, you'll make it work. All right, so once you have a 50% positive response rate, that's what we're shooting for. 30 to 50% of those, you'll book into an appointment. All right, 30 to 50% of those you want to book to an appointment. Now, I will say the number one thing, guys, that a lot of you guys are struggling with is you will get the positive response. What I'm seeing with most agencies is that you guys just kind of let it off the hook once you get a positive response. What I mean by that is like you guys need to have a rigorous follow-up system. That means adding a phone setter to the process. That means getting a phone number so that you can text the person. That means finding different ways to contact this person after they become a lead. Because once they become a lead, they're so close to booking a call. But if a lot of you guys are just like stopping, you're just stopping the train. And for that reason, you do all this work and you just don't get the actual outcome, which is a book call, a qualified show up, and then cash collected. So make sure that when you guys get a positive response, you are following up. You're shooting for about 30 to 50% of those people being converted over. right? If you follow those metrics, you do just one VA that does 100 to 150 DMs, right? That'll be at least 1 to 3 calls a day per a VA. And if you guys want to hire more VAs and get 5 to 15 appointments a day, then you just hire 5 more VAs. Okay, but the metric stays the same, right? And this is what makes it easy. So the math is there, and so it doesn't matter if you add 5. Really, if you guys added 20 VAs into our team, the infrastructure wouldn't break because we have the metrics, we have the training, we have the processes, we have the step-by-step things that they need to do to be able to do it. And if they don't hit the metrics, then we know how to kick them out, bring somebody else in until they perform. And so it's as easy as that. That's why you guys want to work on frameworks and not just copy and paste things. Okay, this is just like a snapshot of the tracking sheet that we use, which I think got leaked out the other day. But we're innovating, so it's all good, right? So we have different campaigns, right? So this is what I was talking to you guys about with having different outbound scripts, different offers, right? So whenever you get an offer, you craft a script, you validate it, and then you keep going. So you can see right here, the one in campaign 3 was in green because we've tested it. We were able to see, based off of the metrics, which one was hitting KPI, and then we obviously go all in on that one, right? And so we're tracking every percentage. We're making it very streamlined so that we can book more appointments and get to 100 calls a month. So that's for outbound Facebook DMs. Moving on to the second channel, which is going to be cold emails. All right, cold emails, fairly simple. It's very easy to set up. Okay, all you have to do is get 10 domains, right? So buy 10 domains. You get 30 email accounts. So you can buy 30 email accounts. If you guys want the sites that we use to get these things, let me know. I can just go ahead and shoot you a DM. But you have 10 domains, 30 email accounts. Each domain has 3 emails under that domain. So for example, a domain could be at outboundflow.io. The email accounts per domain, which you get 3 per domain, would be Caleb at outboundflow.io. It'd be Michael at outboundflow.io. It'd be Jason at outboundflow.io. That's kind of a tongue twister. 3 email accounts, 10 domains. 3 email accounts per domain. So that's 30 email accounts. From there, you're able to send out 1,200 emails a day. Okay, 1,200 emails a day. That's about 40 emails per email account. That's 1,200 emails a day. What you're shooting for in terms of KPI is a 7 to 10% positive response rate, 7 to 10% reply rate, right? So that's just to see if you're landing the inbox or if people are opening up the message and are they responding to you. 50% of those, you're shooting for a positive response. And then 10 to 20% of those, you're looking to book into an appointment. Okay, so these are the metrics. Again, follow up until they book an appointment. Okay, you need to have a system in the back end where once you get a positive response, you're able to have your VAs or whoever's managing the system be able to follow up with them and have a clear way to structure the leads. Okay, so if you're doing about 1,200 emails a day, again, the way to do that, 10 domains, 30 email accounts. You're sending out 1,200 emails a day. You're changing the inputs. You're increasing the volume. You should expect anywhere from 2 to 6 appointments a day, right? If you want to scale it, you can easily go 10 to 20 calls a day, right? But after cancellations, there's a little bit of like filtration that needs to happen on email, as well as all these channels really. You're looking at about 3 to 10 qualified calls a day. 3 to 10 qualified calls a day, right? This is after canceled calls. This is only through cold email. So you see how you guys are stacking this, right? So you're doing Facebook DMs, then you're moving over to cold email. Every one of these channels can produce anywhere from 3 to 10 calls a day, right? And they can do a lot more, but on average, you can do 3 to 10 calls. 3 to 10 calls when you're first starting off, with $0 in ad spend, no clients. This is a game changer for you guys. And again, you only need to spend $200 in software fees to be able to do this. And honestly, it could be a lot cheaper, right? So to cover the last channel, and this is a little bit of a gray area, I'll be kind of honest here. SMS is not legal, guys. It is not legal. I'm saying this, and it's not legal, but highly effective. There are some ways around this, right? But cold calls, you can bang the phone, totally legal. You guys can do that all freaking day. All right. So SMS blasts, cold calls. What are we looking at? So let's just say, for example, we're doing SMS, right? To be on the safe side, 500 text blasts a day to your target audience, whether you're targeting roofers, agencies, you're targeting any business really. 500 SMS points a day is going to get you some leads. All right, we're looking at about 40% positive response rate from replies. So actually 40% reply. Out of that, 40% are a positive reply. Out of that, 50% turn into a phone call offer where we're actually introducing, hey, let's hop on a quick call since I'm texting you anyways, right? So if you're looking at the metrics there, we're looking at about 4 to 6 appointments a day. And the thing I love about, right, so 46 appointments a day. The thing I love about SMS Blast and cold emails is that these two methods are highly scalable, right? You don't need a VA that's manually send out DMs, right? And you're able to scale this very, very quick, right? So if you're just starting off, right, tackle the low-hanging fruit, and this will immediately get you at least 5 to 10 calls a day. 5 to 10 calls a day, guys, right? Just from SMS Blast and cold emails. And if you want to add in cold calls and outbound Facebook DMs, you're ready to go. All right. If you add up all of this, 46 appointments a day, 3 to 10 qualified appointments a day, let's say 1 to 3 calls a day, you can wrap that up to 5 to 15 on Facebook DMs. You're looking at about 100 to 300 sales calls a month. A month, guys. Purely through outbound, no dollars spent on ad spend, no case studies. You could have 0 clients and this method would still work. You just need the right scripts, the right offer, and you want to use these channels, these three channels to validate your offer and keep going around in this circle until it gets better and better and better. And then once you hit your KPIs, just scale that to the moon, and you guys can easily hit 100K a month from 0 using this method, right? Again, this is what Pat, Elias, everyone in our program is currently doing, right? This is the exact method that they're doing, and they're following these KPIs, they're following this process. So if you guys want our full training on how we do this for agencies, if you guys run a local lead gen agency, if you guys run a lead gen agency, you guys run a short form agency, and you just want to be able to book more appointments, there's a free training down below. You can click the link in the description. We have a pay per show offer where you only pay us per showed call, and you can walk through our training on how we do that. So if you're interested, go ahead and click the link below. If not, I hope you guys got value from this video. Really, we're not here to sell to people that don't want to be sold, right? If you don't want to be sold, just keep watching these videos. This is what it's all here for. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you want me to cover? You want more of these style videos? Do you want me to cover different topics? Do you want me to go more in depth with these videos? Let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.